What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 64 of my Total War... 63? 63 or 64? I think 64 of my Total War Warhammer 3 Zhatan the Black Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, Scaff Stonebeard brought down Krogkar with the power, as usual, of his blunderbusses, especially the Granite Guard Regiment of Renown. What a fantastic Regiment of Renown, though. Damn, those guys are good. Anyway, in terms of what we left off with, we still had, rather than ending the turn to attack Kislev with Astrogoth Ironhand, I was going to auto-resolve it, but since this is probably the last good fight we'll get against Kislev, and there's a decent amount of troops, we're going to fight it manually. Otherwise, everything else is done in terms of this turn, whether it be admin or otherwise, so this is the only thing that we need to do before ending it, so right away, here we go straight into a battle. Alrighty, here we go. Astrogoth once again taking on those Kislevites. They've been having a very bad time against him as he's defeated Serena Katrin, he's defeated Kistalton, and he's taken Prague, and well, actually, I don't remember. Did he take Prague, or did we already have Prague? Well, either way, he took Erengrad and he's about to take Kislev. That's the important stuff. Anyway, we're going to herald his arrival on the field with 3 Vortex spells at the same time: a Flame Storm, a Purple Son of Zaraeus, as well as a Gehenna's Golden Hound. We are also moving our heroes into the fray first, and it looks like they're mincing apart some winged lancers here who have taken about 25% damage, and it's not like our heroes are threatened by the vortexes nearby, as they just won't do enough damage to a single entity like this. It's not what they're for, even if the Purple Sun of Zaraeus does move towards us. And as soon as the Purple Sun ends, we stream the rest of our Bull Centaurs into the city, more enemy cav to hack apart. The enemies that were also standing nearby, the Zharr Guard and the pistols, or the armored Chaosers here, getting absolutely ripped apart by a Dreadquake mortar battery. Look at all those dead. Didn't even have to use our Bull Centaurs for that. Not to worry though, the battle is just beginning, as there are a lot of enemies in this particular settlement, hardly surprising, it being Kislev. So we'll have to work through those as well, and, it's a massive gate here. Okay, there was a wall out here. For a second I thought that we could just enter the city through the through that hole there, and it was just off the map, but apparently not. Anyway, keep working it. We got our 3... There we go. I want to hear the sound of that. Our 3 Bale Tauruses here in this army. I gotta love that jumping up animation. This is why Astrogoth does the same animation. He enjoys it just as much as the Bale Tauruses do. Look at those bulls frolic through the bloody bits of enemies. They're just having a grand old time. Alrighty, and it looks like that unit of armored Khazars with great weapons is shattered, or routing at the very least, and is running away. The other units blocking off the Centaurs are also having a pretty bad time of it as well. At the same time, enemy reinforcements are going to be moving onto the field, and there are plenty of reinforcements. Unfortunately for the enemy, they didn't have them to block the gate, so we're going to be well into the city before they get here. A barricade was holding some armored Khazars, but the barricade just got brought down, and the armored Khazars will follow suit shortly as well, because they're hardly going to hold the Bull Centaurs. Armored Khazars are quite fragile after all, especially in Manila, so yeah. Anyway, as the enemy moves its reinforcements in, while we don't have a lot of spells that are going to hold them, there is a nice little tunnel here where we're going to pop a couple of vortexes, and the enemy will at least have to move through the vortexes, taking damage all the while, because said vortexes will just jump between the walls. So this should be a pretty effective use of our mana here. Plus, it's something I've been wanting to do and haven't gotten a chance to. Here comes another follow-up, and that's a second Dreadquake Mortar Barrage, and while it's probably not going to kill too many of those cavalry, well, actually, I'm wrong. That Griffin Legion got absolutely wrecked by that, and so did those Streltsy. Very, very nice. And got all of these choke points when it comes to various types of spell work. Otherwise, it looks like Astrogoth continues to move up the ramp, although to be fair, there really isn't much standing against him at the current time, and the same thing goes for these armored Khazars, who we just have to hack apart as they are in by our blood until they fully shatter/rout. Alright, who's gonna get the kills? Bull Centaur Renders are just competing at this point. Especially since they have the Tauruks watching on them. Damn, Tauruk is much bigger than the rest of the regular Bull Centaurs. Oh, and it looks like some Imperial Auxiliaries are here. Spearmen, a very low tier unit to be holding on against the likes of the Bull Centaurs and the Bale Tauruses. Anti-large perhaps, but no amount of anti-large is going to help when you're such a basic tier unit. Especially not in vanilla. Maybe in SFO. At the very least, for a little while longer than here. And those guys are booking it, and the Zharr Guard that saw what happened to their Imperial allies look to be running away as well. Maybe trying to use the walls here as a little bit of a backup to hold, I don't know. So if they don't get surrounded, not that that's going to make much of a difference either way. More enemies are streaming into the city continuously from the reinforcements, though, so we do still have, once again, a fair few to contend with. Astrogoth has managed to catch those Zharr Guard who have had to turn towards him, and now the rest of the Centaurs are going to pile in as well. An enemy unit of War Sleds has also moved in, but is being absolutely hacked apart by another unit of Centaurs, especially as this is the anti-large, great weapon Centaurs. And I do feel fairly threatened by the War Sleds in general. They're quite good at sniping single entities and monstrous infantry, generally speaking, as I use them for that purpose quite a bit in my own Boris Ursus campaign, so I do like to focus these things down before they can do too much damage. They're also quite good at killing off lords and heroes. Well, I guess those count as single entities, but anyway, it looks like the Zharr Guard are still holding on, though just barely. Few of them remain here. And when your unit of infantry is outnumbered by monstrous infantry, you're probably not going to have a very good time. Oh wow, I hadn't seen that animation before. Did he just kick an infantry unit up into the air and then smack him back down? Oh, I gotta watch that one again. I think Valkyria's spear animation is still my favorite Lord attack animation in the game. You know, the one where she picks somebody up and then drops them down with a spear into the ground at the same time. That was fantastic. Especially when she does it to an infantry lord. Alrighty, ooh, and hello, looks like the enemy Boyar has actually come to duel Astrogoth. Oh well, he's got a bear to rely upon, and Astrogoth may not have a bull mount, but does he need it when he can kick with the power of his exoskeleton? Not sure. I guess well, since this is not an infantry lord, he won't be able to get that animation going, but oh well. Oh, and Astrogoth doesn't have a fire breath, he's got a flamethrower in his hand. Okay, fair enough. Alrighty, and let's see how we're doing here. Enemy Lord is at half HP. Astrogoth is, by the looks of it, pretty okay, losing about 15% so far. And once again, he does have a healing potion to rely upon, should he desire to do so. He also does have spells, which he's going to pop off. He's going to pop that Flaming Sword of Ruin and Cascading Fire Cloak to massively increase all of his stats and continue smacking that Boyar around, who is now in by our blood, unbreakable, and about to, well, shatter and and or die, depending on which one happens first. Oh, and it looks like the rest of the army, despite having a fair few units remaining at full HP, will in fact just straight up rout. I guess with the Lord losing his fight so badly, the rest of the army is not going to even bother trying. There was still a Frost Maiden and an Ice Witch here that were also moving towards Astrogoth, but I guess he's not going to have the chance to kill them all off. It's okay, he should be happy with the Boyar as well, who was at least brave enough to duel him. Alrighty, and there it is. Looks like the flamethrower gets the last kill. The Boyar drops, and the last of the enemies are done for, and Kislev itself will fall to Astrogoth. Fantastic. This is quite a lovely map as well. I definitely enjoy the Kislev maps and architecture, and yeah. I do think I like the Cathan maps more though, but they're pretty spectacular. Plus I got all that crazy, you know, high stuff built into the mountains and stuff. Although I like all this as well. Anyway, as usual, I'm getting distracted by the maps, but at the same time, we're chasing off some units. It's at max speed, so this isn't just me being distracted for distraction's sake, as usual. There we go. Finally, we've chased down enough of the enemy units, and hopefully gotten a little bit of extra labor from it. A decisive victory for Astrogoth, and I believe the last of the enemy armies of Kislev are pretty much destroyed. And there we go, so falls Kislev, and we barely took any damage at all there. One of our Demonsmith sorcerers somehow always gets hurt though, and yeah, it's just too bad that we haven't gotten any more potions of healing. Might be nice to have them, well, I guess it would be nice to have them on everybody, but that's obviously not likely or possible. We are going to raise the place, and that's nearly a turn of raw materials. That's very, very worth it. Yes, and I don't care about the money as much, but definitely care about the raw materials. And will Astrogoth move away super far, or will he stay here and allow us to take Kislev for ourselves? Ah, damn, he's gonna move too far away from it to claim it, and hopefully one of our allies... Okay, you better not take Kislev. Oh, I'm gonna be so salty if this guy takes Kislev. That might have been a terrible mistake. Man, if he colonizes it. Can we steal his army possibly? No, alas. We cannot. We're not even allied with you technically, so yeah. I'm just wondering if there's anything at all that we could do here, but alas, no. All we could do is hope that this guy is in fact actually too far away, but I'm not, I don't think he is. Wait, if we stand here, could we block him? I don't know. I don't think so, but try it. I don't think so because we're allies and not enemies, but do it. Maybe he'll at least have to go around you and that'll take him longer. Okay, well, that's what we're gonna try because it's the only option. Better not take Kislev, man. I mean, we're not... Nah, we have alliances with you. We're not enemies, and you're giving us 2,000 gold per turn via trade, I guess. But still. Anyway, I believe that's it for what we have to do this turn, other than the, well, the new raw materials that we've acquired, so let's expend those. Not at the Serpent Estuary, however, but yes, more rail networks. At least it'll go fast because of these. And then this armament assembly line, Kingdom of the Beasts, or just Beasts, a rail network for you, and oh, we don't have the Masterful Architect set up, so the railroad network is more expensive. It can wait a turn. We can do it next turn. Let's do you and rail network here as well. Blightwater. On the way to rail network, I guess, but it'll take a while to get to that. And once again, we are out of materials now. Beautiful. Alrighty. But yeah, as we can see, the building admin is much less than what it used to be, which is nice. Lord not moved, skip unassigned skill point, skip hero not moved, garrison lord, and that is that. So let's end the turn, and let's see if any of our ambushes work out. Draj is trying to ambush, Thorek is nearby here, we've got the piles of gobos here that are trying to ambush. Oh, and in fact, let's level them up. I'm not giving these guys any items because they could die at any moment, and I'd rather not risk that. Piercing shots, I guess. Yeah, sure. Alrighty, end the turn. Let's see. Mad Hatter moving. What? Oh, he's gonna move like yeah, okay, he's gonna move like barely at all. Okay, fine. Fine. Annoying. You better not be declaring war on Nagaron. Join war against the Golden Order, maybe someday. Probably someday, just not right now. Well, funnily enough, if the Golden Order declare war on us, we're not going to invite all of our allies to it because, well, just like the Skaven, they might actually end up leaving, and yeah, not gonna risk that. Now, next turn I'm gonna double check if Clan Scry is ready for that defensive alliance. They do like us. They do like us, and they are surrounded by enemies. And honestly, when the endgame scenario arrives and Belagar respawns Zerixzil with like 8 stacks, the Skaven are going to have a problem. Underway interception, not what I was looking for Zhatan, the black. Oh, right. He has the same issue as a Draj did, and I think somebody reminded me of that in the comments, and then I promptly forgot to change it back. What does this? Why did Zhatan the Black become the Black, and Drajueth became the Ashen? But no Iron Hand. Interesting. 69 captives, nice. That's a sign. Let's take that. Alrighty, and we got the underway interception, but by the looks of it, Thorek did not try to attack. It did not try to attack Zhatan. I wonder if he's staying where he is or whether he actually tried to run away, or maybe even tried to go after a more poorly defended territory, possibly? I guess we'll see. Alright, anybody here doing anything interesting? Nope, it looks like we're okay. Yobaz, Tunneler, Ambusher discovered Techless, Great Incantation of Xar, Followers of Nagash, enemy killed in battle, Hargrim, Ambush foiled Thrunbaj. I don't... Oh, right. Oh, that's a little bit unfortunate, but Skarsnik did move in March stance. Ooh, that's another potential big old fight. Technology researched martial training. Free Giant Blade. Yep, I was just talking about getting a Potion of Healing. Wasn't that swell? Free Labor out of Zal Stormbreaker. Tower of Zharr has a magic item, Quartermaster, and that is it. Alrighty. Our armaments are back up to 8.2, but we're dropping close to 10k raw materials per turn only, though once again with the reduction of admin, hopefully we won't need a lot of it. Thorek, where are you? Where did you go?
Don't think so.
Huh. Thick Can Doom. Interesting. Huh. What the heck do we do here? Well, we want to take Teotiqua. In fact, what's the garrison like? It looks auto-resolvable. I guess Thick shouldn't, in theory, be able to reach the Cursed Jungle. And even if he can, Overseer True Eye is here to deal with him. Though I suppose if Thorek jumps near, though where the heck is Thorek? Alrighty, you know what, Zhatan, you're gonna keep advancing through these mountains until you find him. So go to Mount Arachnos. Maybe he's sieging Karak Zorn or something. Auto-resolve. Yes. And occupy his factory, I guess. Leadership on fighting. Did we really get another Potion of Healing? Seriously, where the heck is Thorek? I don't understand. He was just here with a full stack. He can't have died, can he? And if he did, how? Could he have been attacked out of Karak Zorn? His Lost Plateau... No, it hasn't been sacked. Okay, I genuinely don't know what the heck happened to him. It's very strange. But I guess it doesn't change anything, so Scaff, you're gonna go to Teotiqua, and we're gonna see if there's a full stack nearby or not. I'm not seeing one, which makes it seem like you should be able to... Yeah, well, we're definitely auto-resolving this garbage. Auto-resolve. And a little bit of damage, but not enough to be concerned with. We're going to raise it for that sweet, sweet raw material. And we're going to back off into our own province. That is actually quite nice. In fact, we can back off all the way to the Cursed Jungle, wherein the place can now no longer get attacked. Yadri the Unbreakable, you are moving in to join these guys, I think. Greedy versus, yeah, Yadri, you're going to join Scaff, so that he can have a second one of these. And I believe I set them both up to be Infernal Slug, so shotgun. And then Belagurn Greaves, you're going to join this army, because it's a raider army, and thus we'll get at least some benefit from you. In fact, if we could get a centaur here, we don't have anything nearby that can get him, can we? Or do we, rather? Yeah, no lava fields near. Probably didn't even need the ziggurat tenements here. In fact, what's the lord level right now? 48. Oh, we're nearly there. Yeah, we don't need the ziggurat tenements here, so this can actually be deleted. And we can replace it with a lava field. In fact, once we get to 50, any new ziggurat tenements might actually be deleted, although I might not bother with the additional admin that will force us to do. Might be a little bit much. Anyway, new convoy time, 10, 2, and 6, so 4 to 12 or something, ideally. Yeah, let's do 4, because this is one of our weaker armies. We can't have it travel very far. Where can you go that's close but gives us labor? 4 will give us the Haunted Forest, which will give us labor. Seems ideal. Yeah, you're gonna Haunted Forest. Or we could do Troll Fjord at 8. 2, 6, 8, and then 10. Not bad either. Yeah, got a Troll Fjord. Like so. And yes, dispatch. Alrighty, lovely. Another convoy away. Love it that we don't have to deal with the convoys and their whatchamacallits anymore. Their lords and their heroes, rather. I guess we do still have to deal with their lords to occasionally level them up, though I can also do that between the episodes, because, well, I'd rather do them all at the same time. Anyway, Cetra has taken Galbaraz. Can we reach him is the question, and the answer appears to be no. It's unfortunate, but I suppose if we take the Sun Kernarch, well, I guess we have to declare war on him, we can proceed to Galbaraz right after. I do have to wonder whether Cetra would stay there or not, though. Well, either way, Tech Thieves advance, and... I actually completely forgot that the followers of Nagash are still alive. They have a little territory here. They don't like us very much, though. And they're still at war with the Exiles. I was just wondering whether we should keep the Exiles around, or not keep the Exiles around, whether we should do anything about that, but... we'll see. We'll figure it out. Anyway, Yobaz, you're probably going to attack this, but it's not important that we see that right now. I want to see if there's anything else important. Skarsnik, we're definitely going to save that for a big old cinematic battle, especially for Thwinbaj. I'll try to level up his heroes between the episodes if I can manage to do so. Troop Train, to the Mad Hatter. You're so close now. Get him his Skullcrackers and his Dreadquakes with Skullcrackers. All Skullcrackers all the time. You are going up here to get the new army going, and we got one more turn, I think? 2 more turns until Internal Recruiter's Work has a bunch of new stuff, but it's coming along quite nicely. You're building some Chosen with Halberds, which we're going to use with some other army stuff that I've got to figure out, but we'll get to it. You are going to steal tech, but you know what, I'll mostly do steel techs between the episodes. I just want to see if there's anything over here right now. And I don't see anything, which means I believe Gorthy can now head out to swap out his army to new stuff like he's been planning to do. And I'm just going to assume that Grumpy can defend itself. Gorth is going to have to return here anyway because we're going to, well, probably have to fight the Golden Order. We still want to probably go through Carrick-Herne and these mountains, though it's not a huge deal. I mean, we're probably not going to go all this way, and this seems like an unnecessary effort, especially considering how much of the map we currently hold. Oh, it doesn't show us. Oh, I wanted to. How do you see how much of the map you currently? I mean, it's a lot, but I know that there's another view where you can see what this is in context. We basically own half the world already. But anyway, let's keep seeing what there is to see. I forgot where we are. Oh, the elves didn't attack again, did they? What are we looking at here? Oh my, look at this. I don't know what to do about this now. We could go after Harrieth. We could... Wait, this army is by itself, but it'll probably move away if we run after it. Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 full stacks. There's a 9th nearby, and I'm pretty sure, since I don't see Eltharion, he's out here in the fog as well, since we saw him earlier. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. We're gonna have to try to knock at least a few of them out. I mean, this is way too tempting. I do have to wonder whether they'll try to land at the Monument of the Moon one by one. If we could take out Harrieth... it's unlikely, though. It's unlikely, I mean, in the sense that we take a lot to travel. I was hoping we could take out Harrieth and then move back to the Monument to the Moon and maintain ambush stance, waiting for these guys to land one by one. Oh, but still. It's a possibility. We'll see. Drash, did your ambush get foiled? It did not, but unfortunately Belegar decided to move away. Oh, I don't like that. Well, I guess either way, Belegar, or not Belegar, Tordrek Drakekiller is moving up here to take care of Drawn, which means we don't need to do the same with Drash. And you guys are going up here. Like so. Yeah, so, oh. They're in range of each other, right? I certainly hope so. Well, either way, Skarsnik will be attacked next turn, so it won't change anything. We'll take care of Drawn, and then we'll have these guys move up, and yeah, the Crooked Moon. I'd say they have 2, maybe 3 episodes left if they're lucky. Delete, are you finally here with the Iceforge Legion? You're still a ways away, ain't you? Well, I guess you can move down to Serpent Coast? I'm not actually sure what would be faster. Yeah, just move down the coast rather than landing, at least for now. Is there an island here? No. Would have been nice to be able to get an island. Maybe some more materials. Let's see. Oh, speaking of islands. What are we looking at here? Damn, that's a lot of Stegodons. Okay, no wonder the Oracles managed to lose that fight. Teclis is up here. These guys got more stacks. Yeah, Tech is pretty strong. We're definitely going to need to help the Oracles before they lose their stuff, though I imagine that it's very difficult for them to lose the Fortress of Dawn. Anyway, I'd love to do the Skull Reef battle, but I think... I mean, considering this will probably be a nice fight, considering this is a weak raider army, so I think we'll save that for a cinematic, in which case I guess this is probably the time to end it. There's a lot of admin to do, and I don't mean the building stuff, I mean, you know, the boring admin, like the tech thieves and stuff, that I'll do between the episodes, same with, you know, items, leveling, and boring stuff, and then we can get back to it, find a battle, maybe 2 battles next episode, just by virtue of the fact that we have a lot of battles just about set up, so hopefully we can enjoy that. So stay tuned for said battles next time. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.